What's going on YouTube? It's your boy CamATL and welcome back to another Prizepicks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Welcome in. As you can see, come on man, no surprise. PropsMadeEasy.com. Only $20 a month for the tools you're about to see me use. Most of y'all have seen me use them already. Most of y'all are members. Thank y'all for being here to watch the video. Let's go ahead and get straight in and get to some money, baby. Let's get it. Going to take a look at the PME tools and NBA. First thing that you immediately notice is there's a good bit of overs here at the top of the list here, okay? Now, if you hit the sniper tool, as I've told y'all before, you will have only the full point differential plays and any minus 140 even plays that are available will show up there, okay? But really, you don't necessarily need to use the snipe tool because it's already in order from the absolute best options to the worst. Now, one thing that I'm going to do today is I'm not only going to take the top PME consensus odds, the spots that are full point differentials, but I'm going to look over here and I'm going to pick the higher of these as I can find as well. So that way I know I'm getting a good projection differential as well. Darius Garland points assists over 21.5. Our PME consensus odds have it a full point higher at 22.5. Projections 24.14, a 2.64 projection differential. Not only does PME consensus odds have it a full point differential, but the data, our projection also has it 2.64 projection points higher than that Prizepicks line. Over on Darius Garland points assists for sure. And then Fred VanVleet points plus rebounds over 17.5. 18.5 is our PME consensus line, which is a full point higher than that 17.5, which means the over is the better EV play. Projections 19.73, a 2.23 projection differential. So not only are we seeing a full point differential between the Prizepicks line and our PME consensus odds, by the way, if you're new, our PME consensus odds takes every sportsbook and puts that into one line to give you the most accurate idea of Vegas that you could possibly find in the industry. All right. Darius Garland and VanVleet are full point differentials compared to their Prizepicks lines compared to the PME consensus odd line, and the projections are over 2 points higher. So absolutely love those two. Lock those two in ASAP. Let's look at Goblins. Corey Kispert is the top Goblin. His points over 11.5. PME consensus odds have him at 17.5. Projection 19.66 and 8.16 projection differential. So over on Corey Kispert is the best Goblin option there. Let's take a look at a different sports book. Let's take a look at Hard Rock Bet now that we got Hard Rock Bet on tap. At the top of the list, we have these big, easy, odd ones right here. Minus 192, minus 188, minus 188, minus 184. Some absolutely huge EV spots here that projection also agrees with as well. We can sort by projection differential even to take a look at what we got here. I mean, you've got a minus 3.67 projection differential on Giannis's PRA under 55.5. You've got the minus 121 PME consensus odds on the under 55.5. That's a solid spot. Looking down, also wanting to find the highest PME consensus I can when sorting. Mike Conley's PRA under 23.5, minus 132 odds on the under. As you can see, the lines are the same. 23 and 23.5, so that way you can look at this. Minus 132 odds on the under. Projection 21.69, a minus 1.81, so the under on Mike Conley's PRA is interesting. Looking at overs, one of the better spots that you find is this Zubac PRA over 19.5, minus 120 on the over. Projection of 22.92, a 3.42 projection differential. So on any sportsbook that you see that the lines are very tight, right? So let me go to Prizepicks. And let me go to Hard Rock. As you can see with Hard Rock, all of the lines are the same. The lines on Hard Rock match our lines on PME consensus. So they're doing a very good job at making sure they keep their lines accurate. Throughout the day, you do see differentials. But right now, all of them are matching pretty much. Fliff, when you look at Fliff, there's some solid spots on Fliff. You've got the Sabonis points plus rebounds under 33.5. PME consensus is at 32.5. And the projection's 31.4, a minus 2.1. So the best option for you is to, if you can find the plays that have the best PME consensus odds that also have amazing projection differentials, you're good to go. Look at that. We had Sabonis pop in over on Prizepicks. Sabonis PRA under 42.5. PME consensus is at 41.5, a full point differential on the under. Projections 39.7, a minus 2.8. So big value there. And then the Darius Garland points assist over 21.5 is still the best play there. All right, let's move on to MLB. MLB, same thing as what I just showed you. A strategy that you guys can use that I don't normally show in my videos that I also like to utilize is if you check projection differential, you can sort by the highest under projection or the highest over projection. Let's take a look at under because there's some good value here. Framber Valdez pitching outs under 17.5. PME consensus is at 17.5, but minus 132 odds on the under. Projection is 15.62, a minus 1.88 against Toronto. Toronto is a fantastic offense. This is a tough spot for him to go ahead and get 6 full innings out of Valdez in this one, which is what he'll need to hit that 18 and go over this 17.5. So I really like this spot on the under there for him. That's an interesting one. I really like Tyler Anderson pitching outs as well, under 16.5. Miami's offense is solid. And that's exactly what we're going to do, because when you look at the overs, you've got minus 129 at a 1.64, minus 121 at a 1.33. So I'm going to stay on this under because we have a minus 132 at a minus 172. Tyler Anderson's pitching outs under 16.5, minus 132 on the under, projection 14.74, a minus 1.72. So you want to find the highest odds and the highest projection differential at the same time. You know what I mean? So yes, Adam Duvall. So for example, one strategy that I like to use sometimes, when you look back at Prizepicks, right? Immediately it's sorted by the top EV spot. So that would be Max Kepler's total base under 1.5 because the odds are minus 137 on the under. But the projection differential is minus 0.03. Is it still a good play? Yes, but the higher that projection differential you can find as well as the solid odds, the better. So I might even go down to, you know, maybe this Andrew Heaney hits allowed over 4.5 at a minus 134. Or a Adley Rutschman here. At least he's a 0.29 projection differential as well. So you just play with it. It makes it really, really easy to find those top values though. Most of the time when you're looking at these top values up here, you're going to get some decent projection differentials. And remember, MLB is not like NBA. You're not going to get projections crazy differential there. Okay, where NBA sometimes you can get 5+ projection differentials. On MLB, you're not going to see that. So just every play that you see on this tool that's visible is going to be plus EV plus projection. You can sort by projection differential and go off of that, knowing that EV is also going to be on that same side. You can go solely off EV and play it this way. Or, I mean, there's just so many different ways that you can utilize the tool. So try out different things, see what works best for you. But yeah, for me, I like to look at the top PME consensus odds, and then I'll also look over here and see what the best odds are. For me, I really liked to sort by the under here, and you got to see Framber Valdez and Tyler Anderson's pitching outs looking really good there. Let's move on. I'm going to come back, and let's go look at hitter fantasy score. The top hitter fantasy score is Shohei Ohtani. He is loved at a huge projection of 13.1, a 5.15 projection differential. When it comes to these hitter fantasy scores, you're going to see some big differentials sometimes. Shohei Ohtani looks like a fantastic one. There's multiple Dodger guys, Betts, Freeman, Ohtani. All of these guys are really liked today. Kyle Tucker at only a 7 is interesting. He can steal bases. Yordan Alvarez with all that power is at the top of the list. So projection differential is what you want to go with when it comes to hitter fantasy score. Okay, in the home runs and stolen bases, we're getting that back up. Okay, because those are demons, so automatically our system kind of tries to avoid seeing those, but we will be putting those back up soon. Okay, so the best home run options and the best stolen base options for demons will be available today. MLB first inning. If you immediately look at here, you can immediately see some really high percent hit rates right here when it comes to the unders. You've got Kyle Freeland and Javier Assad under, looking like a really good one. Assad had a very good first inning ERA last season at a 1.8, combined 1.1 whip. I mean, fantastic spots out of both of those guys. Shane Bieber, Luis Castillo, we all know that these are two of the best pitchers in the league. They're definitely going under first inning. 2.57 first inning ERA, 2.73 first inning ERA. This is the best first inning play that you can go with, Bieber and Castillo. I'm not sure if Prizepicks has this line on there, but if they do, this is a great one. Another one, Tyler Anderson, Luzardo under. Our great ones, Luzardo had a 2.25 first inning ERA last year, a combined 2.92 ERA out of both of them, a 1.18 combined whip. These guys have really good combined whips. 1.1 out of Freeland and Assad, 1 out of Shane Bieber Castillo, which will be your best, and then 1.18 out of Tyler Anderson Luzardo. Some really good numbers there. Then let's sort by the lowest hit rate, which would be the best over. The best over is going to be Alec Marsh and Cole Irvin. Alec Marsh struggled in the first inning last season with a 10.13 first inning ERA. These two have a combined 6.94 combined ERA, a 1.73 combined whip, and both offenses hit the ball very well in the first inning. They scored a lot of runs, didn't hit the ball really hard, like when you look at both offenses, but they scored runs, and that's what we don't want to see. Okay, so yeah, the best over is Alec Marsh, Cole Irvin, and then when you're looking at the unders, Shane Bieber, Luis Castillo is number 1, Kyle Freeland, Javier Assad is number 2. All right. NHL at the top of the list, you have Drake Batherson, shots on goal over 2.5, minus 130 odds on the over, projection of 2.79, a 0.29 projection differential. And then Quinn Hughes, shots on goal under 2.5, minus 129 odds on the under, projection of 2.22, a minus 0.28. So solid spots there. Nothing for MMA. For tennis, we have a bunch of 0.5s, a bunch of value on the board this morning for tennis. Luciano, total games under 22. I'm going to skip that one because it's a full line. I'm going to go this half line. Gidge, I don't know. Brower, total games over 22.5. And then Jewel, total games under 21.5 are two of the better picks there. Moving on, college basketball. We have the over on Zach Edey's points of 25.5 as the number 1 option in college basketball. Great spot there. Women's college basketball, nothing on the board. PGA, nothing new. For soccer, nothing up. No value there. League of Legends. CS2. We have Poison versus KOI. Map 1 and 2 headshots under 12 at a minus 2 sportsbook differential. And then you have Hampus versus Passion UA. Map 1 and 2 kills under 31.5 as the next best option. All right. And then for Valorant, we have Daniel O. Map 1 through 3 kills over 47.5 as the number 1 option. It's only half line, so we're going to stick with that one. Daniel O. Map 1 through 3 kills over 47.5. So recap. All right. So looking at the recap at the top of the list here, we have Keegan Murray's points under 17.5. What happened to Sabonis? Where's Sabonis? Does anybody remember his line? His line already bumped down. Wow. Okay. Keegan Murray points under 17.5. Consensus odds are at 19.5. A full point line lower than minus 109 odds still on that under. Whereas the next highest is minus 108 on the second one down, and it's a full point differential. Remember, full point differential is the first thing you want to look for, and then you want to look at the minus and find the highest minus on that side that you're betting. Projection of 15.89, a minus 1.61. So again, you have a top option that's a solid PME consensus difference, and you have a minus 1.61 projection differential. Great spot there. Walker Kessler's PRA over 18.5. PME consensus has it a full line higher at 19.5. Projection is 21.43, a 2.93 projection differential. And then you have Garland's points assists over 21.5, full point differential here, projection of 2.64 higher than that Prizepicks line. Again, match up the best PME consensus odds with the best projection differential, and you're good to go, baby. Let's eat. Let's move on, do the recap again. For baseball, I sorted by projection differential. I got Framber Valdez pitching outs under 17.5 at a minus 1.88 projection differential. And then Tyler Anderson pitching outs under 16.5 as two of the options that I played this morning. Freeland and Assad under first inning runs. Shane Bieber, Luis Castillo under first inning runs. And then the over on Alec Marsh and Cole Irvin. The absolute two best options would be these two unders, though. NHL, we have Drake Batherson, shots on goal over 2.5. Quinn Hughes, shots on goal under 2.5 as two of the better options there. Nothing for MMA. For tennis, we had Gail Monfils, total games under 21.5 is a minus 1. Get that in ASAP. And then we have Brower, total games over 22.5. College basketball, Zach Edey, points over 25.5. And then we didn't have anything all the way down to CS2. We have Poison versus KOI, map 1 and 2 headshots under 12. He's 10 on other sportsbooks, a minus 2 sportsbook differential. And then Hampus versus Passion UA, map 1 and 2 kills under 31.5 at a minus 1.5. And then last but not least for Valorant, we have Daniel O, map 1 through 3 kills over 47.5. 49 on other sportsbooks, a 1.5. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. And as always, propsmadeeasy.com. If you haven't utilized the tools yet, do so. Not only do you have the best consensus odds to get you the best idea of where Vegas is so that you can beat the bumps every single time, but the projection differential as well on the same side. These plays that you see at the top here will bump. you will see those lines move in the exact direction that PME is telling you to play them. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Y'all have an amazing Taco Tuesday, baby. Them tacos drop on the tool. We got to pair them up with the best plays. Make some easy money tonight. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm out. Peace.